Hey guys, the TipsyTigger here with a highlight video of For Honor. The first time we're actually putting this up, and yeah, that just interrupts me. Alright, fine, it's okay. A few things we wanted to bring up on this video is there's going to be a little bit of lag, and this has been corrected. This should not happen during our future live streams. It was a combination of some programs being on that we forgot were on. We were playing PS4 games. When we switched to For Honor on the PC, we didn't disable some of this software, as well as we can turn down the bitrate if it's still an issue without much visual loss, I believe. But hopefully we get this taken care of. Also is the camera. You may notice in the top left at times that it will block our health and our stamina. We're hoping that that will be corrected by moving the camera to the bottom spot, probably the bottom right. That's where I'm seeing a lot of streamers putting their camera for this game, so that's what we're going to do. So enjoy, guys. This is our highlight video. As we did fairly well this night, I want you guys to note that this was a 14-hour stream. This was our last Saturday game, and we played 7 hours of NHL and Madden 17. After that, we plugged in For Honor at almost exactly the 7-hour mark, and we played that for another 7 hours. This video is the first 5 hours of footage that I kind of found that I had to put together. There's another 2.5 hours that I haven't even looked at yet. Perhaps we'll use that for our next highlight video. Another reason the audio was muted is because we use a lot of song requests in our live streams, and I can't really put that up on YouTube. I tried in our last ARC video, and I actually had to go in and take the source and remove a lot of scenes, and I still ended up with a muted section of the video later in the footage. So sadly, so I don't have to just keep in and doing that, we're just going to mute the audio and put on some background music for you guys to enjoy this. Also, I wanted to touch a little bit on our future plans. This is the end of, well, actually it's not, this is the middle of March. This is being recorded on March 14th, 2017. Here's the issue. Okay, Battlefield 1 DLC comes out today. In fact, right before I started this recording, it downloaded on Origin. We don't usually stream Battlefield. We usually don't have enough CPU. Our CPU caps out our 6600, and we end up dropping a lot of frames. Somewhat of what you're seeing happen here on this stream. That's okay. I try to record that. I can using Relive, which is one of the programs that we left on. One reason this was a little stuttery. But we do that when I play Battlefield, so hopefully I'll get some DLC footage for you guys to put up here soon. That comes out today. Next Tuesday is Andromeda, the new Mass Effect title that we were really hyped for. I'm not sure if we're getting it or not. Our funds are still a little iffy, and I kind of want to make sure that the game will run well at a streamable level. Mass Effect has always had a lot of particle effects, a lot of pretty visuals that tend to drive up the CPU when you're looking at them. Through most of the game, it's generally fine, but when we tried to stream, well, we started it, but we never got past the first stream with Mass Effect 1. Things such as like the galaxy map, when you looked at it, it just sent the CPU into overdrive, even on our system. So we're really going to see if we can give that a try first. The EA Origin program gives you 5 hours, I believe, 5 hours or 10 hours to try it. I think that's what we're going to do. I love this scene here. Revenge mode, the devs have said they're going to be looking at it. You can easily, in fact, there was a 4-on-1 situation where I went ballistic because we just killed everybody and I went batshit crazy, and then people told me that we were dropping frames. That was happening during the 4-on-4s when it got a little too crazy. And like I said, hopefully that won't be happening again, but it is so powerful. You almost have to set your gear up right now to Revenge, because it gives you unlimited stamina, and the big thing right now is to spam zone attacks when you're going into Revenge, because it can hit multiple people around you, and you never run out. You just got to worry about getting hit and dying, and you even get a health boost when you're in Revenge. But anyway, as far as Andromeda goes, we're going to have to see what happens with that. That's pretty much all that comes out next week as far as I'm aware. This right here is pretty funny. This guy meets me another Nobushi I didn't realize till after this fight that his name is actually Mishiti Maru, or whatever it is that she says when you do that same move. And we just end up getting this guy in a corner. He goes into revenge, but we just keep kicking him. And we keep using the same zone attacks. Get him in the corner, he can't do anything. He's done. Not too bad. This right here is the last actual clip, but it's a long one because it's a whole duel round. I started this match and I was pretty worried. I'm not really good against the heavy hitters. And also, remember, we were probably about 9 hours drinking at this point. So we were a few shades to the wind, if you forgive me just putting it out there. So dodging heavy attacks, doing the counter guard breaks, all were a little difficult. And also, I kept something I promised myself we were going to practice more of, was not running out of stamina. Nobushi is a stamina hog, and a lot of her moves take a lot of stamina. Like here, second time in, I think, 20 seconds, we just ran out of stamina. We're going to do better on that. This Peacekeeper, as I did a counter guard break there, I thought was pretty good. This Peacekeeper, if he would have been doing a lot more of those charges and grabs, I think he would have ended up coming out on top on this. Because that's more his style. That right there was getting annoying. I blinds you. We ended up getting a good heavy on him, get the execution. I'm breathing heavily, not really, but I couldn't really believe it. This was a whole duel, which is why we included it. It was just emotionally stressful. But it's a pretty good fight, so... After Mass Effect Andromeda, guys, after next week, however, that Tuesday after, this coming Tuesday, the 28th, I believe? Yes, the 28th, the Final Fantasy 15 DLC, the first story-based DLC anyway, gets dropped. Also on that day, we have the Dark Souls 3 final DLC ever for the Dark Souls franchise. It comes out on that day. Also, one of our big staples of our stream, MLB The Show 17 releases. I'm still not sure how we're going to play that out. Some of those I believe we can play on the Monday night before at midnight. But it's, since we usually do TipsyTigger on Tuesday, what I'm thinking is Monday night we will do Final Fantasy or Dark Souls. If not a little of both, but probably I'm thinking Dark Souls. And then Tuesday on TipsyTigger, we will debut MLB 17. That's what I'm thinking we're going to be doing with that. And then I'll record Final Fantasy or try to stream that on our hangover day, usually on Wednesday. Maybe we can pull that off. We'll just have to see how that goes. So this is round 3. And he got me in that second round. He's learning. And he actually gets, I think this is the round he gets a lot of combos off with that charge. Maybe not, because I got him bled out there. This is one reason I love Nobushi so much, is if you play her appropriately, meaning keep people at bay. A lot of people, there's a reason a lot of people say that she is a death by 1,000 paper cuts, because her bleeds make you pay. And a lot of people don't like the bleed. Some people were calling for it so that bleed can't kill. It'll leave you with like 1 HP, which I'm actually in support of, but that's a whole nother topic, and not really the biggest problem the game has right now. The biggest problem the game has is disconnects, and a lot of people are saying I got a little pissed off because I thought we played pretty fair up to that point, but it is part of the game mechanics. We're not going to bitch about it, but it becomes a final round here. But a lot bigger problems that in the disconnects, a lot of people are having it like every other game. We haven't really had that many. The most we had was this last Saturday night, where we had a total of 4 over 7 hours. Still a bit much, I suppose, for a AAA game in the middle of the night. But those need to be fixed. The revenge needs to be tweaked. Certain characters need to be slightly adjusted. Peacekeeper, for example, she's a little insane. But this is the final round here. The final... I was about to say something in French that was not going to be the right word for it. But anyway, guys, this one must drag a little bit, as he's bleeding, and he actually got me on that one. He got me. But But still, I'm running out of stamina almost like every other attack, so I've got to be careful. What I was trying to do in the middle of this whole duel was dodge and do the side heavy that she has. Of course, a heavy, which also almost kills all my stamina. But so here we go. He's being real careful. He knows most of my bleed attacks come from overhead, so he's keeping that overhead. I'm not really sure why he's running around. He's just trying to gain his stamina back. I get a few good counter guard breaks off here. But I think I'm doomed here, but he tries those overhead attacks, and you can't do that on a lot of downed opponents. You got to do the side attack. Only a few characters are fast enough to get away with the overhead heavy. Otherwise, they'll have enough time to block. See, there he goes running again, and he's got full health. I'm not really sure. He's trying to get me to go over to the spikes or something here, but I do a zone attack, and that's pretty much all she wrote. I get that bleed on him. He comes in trying a Hail Mary. I got another bleed. He's dead. And guys, that's our first highlight footage. The first time I've actually had a chance to look at the footage and analyze our play. There was a lot here to analyze, but hopefully more is coming up, guys. So stay tuned, stay cool. I'll see you guys later.